So last summer, I was able to drop 25 pounds of body fat in only 3 months using the system I'm going to teach you today. But before I get into that, let me tell you how I ended up needing it in the first place. It was late April 2025, and I unfortunately drank the fitness industry Kool-Aid that I needed to bulk in a crazy surplus. I hadn't stepped on the scale in a while because deep down I knew I probably wouldn't like what it said, and one morning I finally did it. 3 months prior, I was 180 pounds, pretty lean, looking good. Now, the scale said 200 pounds. My abs and definition were completely gone. For the second time in my life, I had gained 20 pounds with virtually none of it being muscle. And I can vividly remember walking out of my bathroom, looking around, and there's just a completely demolished Caniac combo sitting on my desk. I had just showered, but I still felt greasy, and funny enough, this was the morning after the last time I ever drank alcohol for the purpose of getting drunk. I looked around and realized I had let the same cycle happen again. Use bulking as an excuse to eat whatever, feel like garbage, and not even build any muscle in the process. My girlfriend was there, and luckily she didn't call me a fat ass like my friend did in the story I told a few videos ago, but I still felt that same wave of embarrassment and shame. That was the moment I knew something needed to change. Not just the diet though. I needed a complete identity and system overhaul. Now here's the part most fitness content skips, and it's honestly the most important thing I can tell you. None of this works without a tangible why or who you're doing this for. Not a vague, I want to look better or I want to feel more confident. You need a concrete, specific reason or person that's more powerful than the urge to eat a 12-pack of Krispy Kremes at night. Because I can promise you, that urge is real and I know about it. And instinct wins every single time unless you have something bigger behind you. For me, my why was that I felt a responsibility to God, who graciously put me on this earth to honor my body, mind, and soul as well as possible. And I also felt a massive calling to be an example to others, my future family, my friends around me, and I was just tired of being someone that lived passively, said he cared about fitness and discipline, but did not live like it or have the results to back it up at all. My current life embarrassed me, and rightfully so. So when I was sitting there looking at something I shouldn't eat, I didn't have to white knuckle it at all. I just remembered why I was doing this, and since I cared more about God and the opportunity to be a light for others, the decision was already made. So before you do anything else, pause right now. Ask yourself the question, who am I doing this for? Why does it actually matter? And write it down, hang it somewhere you'll see it, or put a picture of that person on your lock screen. Now that this is established, we have the fuel. All we have to do now is create the engine. I feel very confident that most of y'all watching this understand the basic principles of losing weight. Calorie deficit, get cardio in, burn more than you consume. That is pretty much it. The problem I had had for so long, and what many of y'all have likely struggled with as well, is a way to actually keep yourself consistent. You need a way to channel that motivation correctly. So therefore, I built a system that would ensure my fuel wouldn't be wasted. It would be utilized. One day, I made a Google Doc called the Needle Movers, and every single day, not just when I felt like it, I tracked 4 things. Did I read my Bible? Did I hit 12,000 steps? Did I stay under my calories and hit my protein? Did I train on the days I was supposed to? And at the end of each week and month, I could see how many days I won. And what I realized was that mathematically, if I completed these things 85% or more of the time, I would achieve my goal of losing the body fat. Not guesswork, not just trying to be healthier and eventually giving up, but concrete tasks that guaranteed my success if I stuck to them. That's what channeled my motivation and my why correctly and allowed me to stay consistent. And without it, I don't know how I could have made this transformation happen. Now let me quickly break down what those 4 things actually looked like in practice because the inputs matter a ton. So for the Bible, every single morning I started my day out in the Word, and this was honestly the biggest thing I did and completely changed my life, fitness aside. But even just in the weight loss sense, aligning myself with my why every single day, as well as spending time with my Creator, gave me the fuel to push forward and recognize what matters. Having the needle mover system made this a necessity every single day, and I'm so glad I included it there. And I would highly recommend, if you're a Christian or if you're just curious about the Bible, to include this on there, or if you have different beliefs, choose something you can do that will fuel your why. And for your diet, download Chronometer or MyFitnessPal, enter your stats, and aim to lose about a pound per week. I know you've probably heard someone on Instagram say you don't need to track if you just eat whole foods or if you follow their method or do something funky. That advice is for people who don't have a tendency to overeat. That wasn't me, and if you're watching this video right now and you want to lose weight, it's not you either. Tracking isn't obsession. It's 5 minutes a day, and it's the only way to know for certain you're moving in the right direction. As far as specific food, keep it simple. whole foods 85% of the time, hit at least 0.8 grams of protein per pound of your goal body weight, and don't stress on the rest. You can eat at restaurants, you can have something that isn't perfect, just make sure to track it. The people who try to lose weight eating mainly junk and just staying under calories almost always fall off because they feel terrible and they stay hungry. Protein and whole foods keep you full, and they also keep your hormones in check. Now for steps. This is your cardio, not Stairmaster, not fasted zone 2, not heated Pilates or any other crazy method that people swear makes you lose fat. Just steps, however you want to get them. For me personally, I play softball, basketball, pickleball, and golf, and on days when I'm not doing those, I just walk. Just pick whatever you actually enjoy and will make you move more with less effort. And don't fall for the myth that there's some specific type of cardio you have to do to lose more fat. That's all not true. A step goal throws an extra 300 to 500 calories on your expenditure without you even thinking about it, which can literally be the difference between you losing the weight or not. For training, get in the gym 3 times per week, follow a proven program, and focus on progressive overload. If you need help with that, I made a full video on my minimalist routine, so go check that out. Links in the description. 3 months later, after establishing my why and following this system, I was down 25 pounds, and I haven't ever felt better about my body, my health, and the way I carry myself. If you want to build your own needle mover system, create your own doc or use a journal of some sorts, the choice is yours. Or if you're watching this video and you see the value of having someone hold you accountable to it, the link to apply to my one-on-one coaching is below. Anyways, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. God bless.